Howdy y'all, it's Jeff Szynski back here to give you another little tutorial on how to make a Googlecode wiki. Now in this tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to do a Mercurial repository from the command line. I know I said I was going to do Subversion, probably going to do that next, so just hold your horsies. So first we're going to do Mercurial, and Mercurial is used in a lot of academic institutions. They seem to really like Mercurial. And Mercurial is a good idea to use if you have a project that's a lot of people are working on from a lot of different places, because Mercurial allows for some things that Subversion does not. So in this tutorial we'll just be downloading it. I'll show you where to get everything that you need to get to the point where you can get onto the command line and do what you're going to do. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go onto my add a projet, which is that project in Googlecode that we made yesterday. We're going to get on here, and as you can see, this is my project. So there are a couple tabs here, and I know we kind of touched on the wiki one, but now we're going to go to this source tab over here. So the source tab is what's telling you how to get a copy of your repository. And basically you're cloning it onto your computer. So anything that's on the repository in the Googlecode, it's going to be on your local computer. So you can add files and remove files and make any changes that you want to, and then you can put that back up to Google. So this link is going to be really important. Now if you don't see this HG clone, if this says something like svn or git clone, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to administer, and you're going to want to go to source, and then from here you can switch the type of repository, and if you click one of these buttons it'll say updating blah blah blah. And keep in mind, anytime you switch a repository, it takes a couple minutes for everything to transition over to the new repository type. So also keep in mind that if you do a bunch of stuff on Mercurial and then you suddenly switch to a Subversion, all that stuff that was on Mercurial, it's not going to be there anymore. Googlecode doesn't automatically switch it over for you. So you really want to choose, maybe do a little research and find out what repository is best for you early on, so that you're not, doing that and then changing over, and it's just a pain in the rear. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to source here, or I'm sorry, what we're going to do is we're going to go on to the mercurial.selenic.com, okay? And then we're going to go over here to the downloads tab, and on here I have a Windows system. If you have a Mac, here is going to be your downloads. There are two installers. There's the MSI installer. It's a little more modernized. It's a little more what you're used to seeing. And then there's an older Python installer. Now to use the Python version, you have to have Python installed. But if you'd prefer that, it is a smaller file. Although even this one here, I'm going to go ahead and download it. Even this one is only 6.2 megabytes. So, that's not really that big. Whereas the other one is, I think it's less than a meg. It's not even a meg. So if you're really tight on bandwidth and you have Python, maybe that's the way to go. So what we're going to do is, first thing we're going to do is install this. So here's your install wizard, probably pretty much what you're used to seeing. We're going to go next. Yes, I accept without reading the terms because I don't care. And alright, and now you should be able to go into your program files folder. Let's see. And here will be a folder called Mercurial. So here are all the Mercurial files, and once this has been installed, it means that you can use the command line and type in Mercurial commands. So in the next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to clone the repository and how to make changes to that on your computer. So I'll see you in the next one.